Hey guys, it is October. Definitely Nicholson. I go on Facebook, and that will be giving a review of Killer Croc, issue 1. Now, this is a lovely, lovely cover photo here. Killer Croc. Alright, so, begins, Killer Croc is saying, Avatism. That's the $10 word for when something takes the traits of an ancestral type. Like Gotham City, for instance. It's a modern metropolitan society quickly reverting to savagery and lawlessness. You could say it's got avatism. And we see some SWAT team, going down the sewers. Beautiful artwork. I think probably the best out of this whole Villains Month, honestly. But yeah, he says, up above in Gotham City, skyscrapers revert to spikes with severed heads mounted on them. Priests and lawyers devolve back into shamans and hunters. The rain washes away the remnants of the modern world. The diluted civility drips down through the cracks in the gutters. It ends up down here with everything else people want to forget about. We get a flashback to 26 years ago, Crown Point neighborhood, Gotham City. And let's see, actually, these SWAT members, the way she says, put out a cigarette because there might be gas down in the thing, and as he throws it down, we get like a shot of a cigarette in water in a toilet that's in this bathroom that is where young Killer Croc lives. His aunt is trying to scrub his scales off and stuff. He's saying no, he's scrubbing and stuff, but she says, you're a little fool. No mommy, no daddy, can't change that. You're also an ugly bastard who got skin like a damn lizard. And your mama, but I'm supposed to be taking care of you. And I'm telling you, looking like you do, the streets of Crown Point are going to eat you alive. You don't want to sit still for your auntie swimming around like a fish. I ain't going to help you. But if you ever want to make it out of Gotham City in one piece, Waylon, you better start scrubbing. Right, let me go back to now. There's a detective, Jack Boone, Detective Joanne Greer, and Captain Jamie Sanchez. SWAT, all GCPD, all dirty. Dirty got to get clean. And you see him cranking a little, lever there, and the water comes flushing in, and it kind of washes them up. All the SWAT team members and their crew. He's saying, now cultural avatism is one thing. Avatism in animals can result in legs on a whale, teeth in a chicken. Avatism in human beings can result in me, Waylon Jones, the Killer Croc. It says, DC Comics unleashes Killer Croc in Blood in the Water. Let's see, that's awesome artwork there. Read as Tim Seeley and artist Francisca Portelli. Yeah, so very good so far. Okay, another flashback. 17 years ago, Jacksonville, Florida, and Croc is wrestling an alligator, and you see there's a bunch of crowds of people. They're yelling and saying stuff. An announcer says, and the winner is the Killer Croc. Thank you, rabies and germ holes. Please continue enjoying the Eddie Grazel Circus Sideshow at the Cluster Rock Music Festival. Cluster Rock Music Fest. See Killer Croc on the teleprompter there. And then we go to a panel where Croc is in his trailer, and I guess the head guy, the announcer guy, he says, hey, you want to be a little gentler with Al? The damn lazy thing cost me $500. And a obese luchador lady is bandaging up his arms. He says, sorry, Eddie. Ed. And he says, here's your cut. you know, and he's trying to, you know, shortchange Croc. You know, he only gives him $20 when he says he was supposed to be getting paid $100. And you know, he says a bunch of stuff, but he says, "Hey, you want to make more cash? Let Al chew on you more often. The crowd loves to see a little blood in the water. Now, are you gonna take your cut and show me your stupid toothy grin or not? You want to know, you know what they say about the hand that feeds. You know, Croc is angry, freaking, so he just chomps his hand off. Freaking, it's a beautiful panel. Yeah, money and all. So yeah, and we go back to now, and you know, he's ripped apart all of the GCPD except for two other people. These two others, and he says, "You killed them all, tore them all to pieces. Freaking, what kind of monster is this?" Freaking, another flashback to 3 years ago, Gotham City. Croc has his trench coat on. I think this is in reference to the Hush storyline. I'm not sure, but he has a trench coat on. And Batman is punching him. You see Robin, and you say, "What kind of monster is that?" Jim Gordon makes an appearance. He's talking to Batman, and as Croc is subdued, has his mask on, Robin, Jason Todd Robin, is you know, kind of talking down to him a bit. He says, you know, see, most good Gotham crooks have, you know, wingmen or followers to help them pull stuff off like this, but I guess, well, you're not really gifted with any charisma or smarts. Have you considered giving up on this brain thing and sticking to muscle?" So, pretty harsh words there by him. So we're coming back now once again, and there's bodies and blood in the sewers and stuff, and they're saying we lost all our guns. Freaking, all I have is my 40. These last two people, and a bunch of like sewer folk, like dwellers, like come to this corridor to look at them, and the one lady approaches them asking for help and stuff. "You just want to get out of here, blah blah blah," you know. And there's a little girl with a shovel that freaking whacks at her knee, freaking breaking her leg, and they scatter off, all the sewer dwellers, and I think she starts singing a little rhyme or something, like three little monkeys swinging into a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. And she says, "Jesus, they're working with him." And she says, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, silent as can be, and snap one little monkey out of the tree. Then as the two of them are making their way through the sewers, he says, "We gotta move. They'll tell him where we are." You go back to Croc, he's saying, "They will. They love me. My followers. I saved them. Every one. When the world above washed them away, I taught them how to survive here. How to be crueler than the world. To be strong and take what they need. I showed them how to cut the weak from the herd." And they come to this like area where it's like a broken off bridge before you can get to the other side, where there's a door. And since the girl, the legs, you know, broken off, so she can't go, other guys to jump across. And as he opens the door, they see this dead guy hanging. And the guy, he recognizes him. He says, "Oh God, it's Houlihan." There you go. Another flashback 2 weeks ago, Miller Harbor docks, and he's like pushing his gun in the guy's face, saying, "Just take the damn money," you know. And to which he replies, "I don't want your money, Jack, but I do got one thing for you." He spits in his face, and Houlihan has one hand, one arm. I don't. Doesn't appear as if the Croc is bitten it off, but Jack and, you know, the other like detectives are like beating him down, and he's saying, you know, "You'll get your old school justice, but see, the docks are valuable territory, maybe the most valuable in this town. send us up the river, you will be leaving money on the table. A lot of money. And if it doesn't go from the smugglers to the cops, it'll go from the smugglers to the crooks. I ask you, Houlihan, where's the justice in that? And he, blows his brains out and dumps them into the river. And some of the sewer dwellers, they see that, they can, there, and there's a little inconsistency, because if he shot him in the head, there should be a hole in his head in these frames here. There's no, because they couldn't get that gruesome, I guess, but yeah, so he knows the guy. And we come back to now. Croc is peeping his head up behind, the girl that's left on that one part, and he says, yeah, it's Houlihan, delivered right to us. Another flashback to yesterday, Port Authority Police Department. Says they receive a note. Says one guy says, delivered to us, whoever it is. They say they've got evidence on us, a key. It says the lady, she says, oh God, when I followed him once, he did go to the First National lockbox. Maybe he could have files, photos, and note as they get out of there. The note says, meet at the harbor, rain sewer tunnel, bring money. And so the guy Jack, he's looking through Houlihan's pockets, finds a key. Says he found the key. Turns around. Killer Croc is standing right over that chicken. Actually, you can see that there. And he says, crunch. That's the end of her. And yeah, so they start running. And back to Croc's monologue. He says he's so afraid. I've heard somewhere that humans may have an innate fear of reptiles. Herpetophobia, passed on by mammalian evolution. So he's chasing him. He says, see, the mammals that were afraid of lizards and snakes got the hell out of the way when one of these scalies got the urge for some hot blood. And those little hairy survivors passed that phobia down through the millennia. Now today, this little pink thing sees me, and he goes out of his damn mind. He reverts into that quivering mouse from a couple million years ago. Abatism. And Croc is just slowly stalking him as he's running, and he falls off out of the sewers onto a bunch of debris and water and spikes, and basically skewers himself. And Croc says, and it's beautiful, just awesome shot. I'll show you in a second. But he continues on. He says, what you need to know is that this careless monkey's got every reason to fear me. I am a monster. Maybe I ain't had a million years to get nothing bred in, but I got a lifetime. And just check it out. Just that's an awesome. Everything on these 2 pages is awesome. Just in this creepy face that he's got right there in the shadow, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So he says, yeah, as he's lying there, he says, it was you sent the note. Well, why was it? Was it about the territory at the docks? All those cops, man, Jamie, Jonah, all those lies. Was this about money? What was this about? Croc says, shh. And he says, thing is, I'm warm-blooded, a mammal, like him, born and bred. I learned cold-blooded. It was the only way to survive, evolve. I'm a monster because life made me one. They made me one. They turned their backs on me, hurt me, betrayed me. All of them. Every single. And then, 26 years ago, Crown Point neighborhood, Gotham City. And some kids are running past his home, teasing him, saying stuff. And the voice says, what's wrong, Waylon? Shauna being mean again? And he says, I couldn't do it. I was supposed to scrub my skin off, but I couldn't because it hurt. And we see it's Houlihan, with an ice cream on his head, and an ice cream he's offering to little Waylon. He's saying, scrub your skin off. Now, why would you want to do that? He says, so I can be normal, so I can be something besides a freak. Waylon, my boy, you're going to be something either way. I can tell. You're going to be a president. No? You know what? You might just be a king. Now, are you going to take this ice cream, or do you want me to wear it? He has one already on his head. So he takes the ice cream, and he says, oh, you really think I'm going to be something? I says, yep. You think you'll need a one-armed court jester? And come back to now, and all of the sewer dwellers, there's a whole bunch of them, bowing their heads as Croc has Houlihan in a makeshift, like a Nordic funeral, or what is it? Yeah, Norse funeral. So he sets fire to the thing, and he says, all your lives they told you what you cannot have, what you could not be, because you were weak, because you were poor, because you were a freak. They were wrong. While they fight to kill each other over teeny shreds of territory, docks, alleys, streets, you are part of something bigger, an underground empire, the largest territory in all of Gotham City. And he hands the shovel to the little girl from before and tells her, you are my eyes above the surface, and I am the deadly jaws beneath it. And as the fire comes up, it's wonderful. So all the sewer dwellers, they say, King Croc, King Croc, King Croc. And once again it says, Gotham City, a modern metropolitan society quickly reverting to savagery and lawlessness. Skyscrapers reverting to spikes with severed heads mounted on them. Priests and lawyers devolving back into shamans and hunters. They made me. They made me for this. King Croc, the end. And it's like the same shot that's at the end here was at the very beginning. So this was definitely the best Villains Month issue that I've picked up so far. And really the only one that truly interests me, other than this one, was Black Manta, because his original origin story was from Baltimore, Maryland. So I wanted to pick that one up. I will eventually. But yeah, Killer Croc, King Croc. This one really interests me. I could really relate to this story. I think this story makes Killer Croc much more relatable as a character. It makes you proud of him, actually. It makes you proud of him, makes you happy for him. It's a very understandable issue. Very well written. I have to pick up some more of Tim Seeley's stuff, actually, after this. It makes me happy to see where else we'll see Killer Croc in coming issues of whatever, because we know, Bane is, coming with this whole Forever Here Arkham War, and he's got his men, and Scarecrow's going to do his thing, and King Croc, how about that? How about Emperor Penguin or whatever? So I like to see all these personalities and all these empires and followers and stuff clash here. I'm hoping that it'll be as good as they're making it out to be, whether intentionally or coincidentally. But yes, Killer Croc, 5 out of 5, 9 out of 10. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Freaking follow me, Twitter, Tumblr, like the Facebook page, and see you next time. Oh wait, actually, thing is, I'm glad that I got Killer Croc, because I actually met the guy who voices Killer Croc in the Arkham City games, Steve Blum. I met him and got him to sign my Arkham City game earlier this year, at Katsucon earlier this year in February, and that was really awesome. And they had just released the new Arkham game would be released later this year, and I told him that. So yeah, that's it. Yep. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. Freaking check y'all next time. Peace.